Hello everyone, Marley 1977. Welcome back to another episode of Starpoint Gemini 2. Let's continue where we left off, sort of. I'm at Hamilton Shipyard. I actually did enough missions and scavenging and all that to get about 2.6 million credits. So the reason I'm at Hamilton Shipyard is because I want to buy the Philadelphia. I actually played around with the Philadelphia off camera, and it's actually a really good ship. I actually was able to take down a prowess and another equal strength ship with this. I had a few enhancements to it, but I was able to take it down. So this is actually a pretty good little ship. What I want to do with this little guy is I want to capture a prowess. I will have 45 troopers with this ship. The prowess has 55 troopers. So the extra 10 should be made up with the perk. With my field commander perk. And also I tried taking it over off camera, and there were eight troopers left over on the prowess. I was not successful. The only other way to kind of do it is to hire an officer, and there's one officer at Planet Trinity that gives you an additional 10% trooper strength bonus. So after I buy the Philadelphia, I'm going to head straight over to Planet Trinity and hire that officer just so I can get that additional 10% on my trooper strength. So let's buy the Philadelphia. Now there are two ways you can do this, and I had a chance to play around with it, and it's odd, but it seems to work out this way. If you buy the Philadelphia straight out, what happens is your weapons carry over. Your weapons, only one of them carry over in terms of the turrets. So when you buy the new ship, only one of the turrets carry over. And I also had a chance to buy this pulverizer at Dosair. It cost 320 grand, and this is one of the best that I found anyway. One of the best heavy weapons out there. Check out the average damage, 1200. And with this, I did massive damage, and I was able to take down a bunch of larger, or not larger ships, but a bunch of equal-sized ships, taking two of them at one time. So this costs 320 grand. You can find it at Dosair and probably a few other places. But between this and my plasma cannon doing 200 damage, I was able to take those ships down. But anyway, the turret, only one of them carry over. So when you buy the new ship, the new ship will only have one front turret. You will have to add turrets. So this $2.6 million, most of it will be gone, because to add a turret to any ship costs 80,000 credits. So the Philadelphia has weapons all around it, and all of them have one turret. This is 3 out of 3. So imagine just having 1 out of 3 here. I have to add 2 turrets to it, which I will do. So the ship itself doesn't really cost 200 or 2.2 million. It'll cost me basically 2.5 million, because I'm gonna have to add about let me see, 2, 4, about 6 turrets or 5 turrets or something like that. So very annoying, but yeah. So these will only come with one on each side, the light turrets. So I'm gonna have to buy turrets. But the other part is, if you buy, like I said, if you buy it straight up and you exchange and you trade in your current ship with the new one, you will lose your troopers. I played around with all the differences, and this really kind of annoyed me, but if you trade in your current ship with that, you will lose all of your troopers. If you buy the ship to the garage and then transfer command to it, you get to keep your troopers. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to purchase this to my garage. And there goes 2.2 million. Hooray. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to... I mean, I don't really need to do this, but just unmount that. Unmount that. That's one of the best... I gotta get myself a bunch of these because these do massive damage. 1200 damage plus the perks that I'm using, or the skill with this, faster reload, and all these other additions to it. It makes it very deadly. So, in my garage, let me transfer command to it. And check this out. See that? It transferred my troopers over. If you trade it in straight up, it does not transfer troopers. So, kind of a weird... I don't know if that was by design or one of the little things that they missed. I'm not sure. But I only have to hire 23 troopers rather than 45. So, that saves me a bunch of money. But anyway, all my money is going to be gone, by the way. You'll see in a few seconds. My garage, I can sell my Taurus now since I stripped it of everything. And let me hook this baby up. So, everything is basically zero. Once I add my ISIS, which is my plasma, I kind of switched over from the railgun to the plasma because it does a lot more. It does almost 10 times the damage, so I had to kind of do it. So it only gives me one turret, which is very annoying. Do not add turret starting from 0. Just add a weapon to it and it'll automatically add a turret for free. So don't just start adding turrets from here. It'll cost you a ton of money. So let me see. Right side. I think I have a bunch of other plasma cannons, so I'll add... Yeah, let's do the melter on that side. Let's do... What is that? Another plasma. This is my railgun. This is the one that I was using, and it was kind of worthless. I was not doing very much damage, so I'm not really going to use it. So let me do a Pylum 2, which does 90 damage, which isn't too bad. Rear weapon. Ugh, beam. No, thank you. Alright, my last of the plasmas. My front weapon will be my pulverizer. Oh, I love this weapon so much. And rearm that. So now I go from 8 to 12, which is pretty cool. And this was my original starting weapon. I'll leave it. It does a decent amount of damage. I don't really need very much in the back, but I'll mount it anyway. So I will rearm this bad boy. Okay, now, so I got $500,000 left, but there goes all my money. So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to add turrets at 80 grand a clip. So that's 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna add 4 turrets to max these out, and that'll cost me, what is that, 320 grand. So not fun. I don't know why they did it this way, but it's very annoying. Yeah. Well, there goes my money. So now we're down to 193. What I also want to buy at this point is an enhancement. Now, with this weapon, the damage is really nice, but it takes a ton of energy. So I'm only going to get a few shots off of this before my my battery energy depletes. So what I want to do, there are two enhancements that I want to add. And the way enhancements work, I know I haven't really spoken about enhancements, but the way they work is you can mount them and unmount them, and you can only do one enhancement per slot. So once I add an enhancement to this, that's pretty much it. I can't stack enhancements to this. So there are two enhancements that I really liked for my front plasma, which really depletes the battery energy. One is, and they're only, the Chrome 2, there's only level 2. I kind of want level 3, but so this is one of them that I liked, which gives me an extra 30% battery energy. And the other one is the Syntha 2. The Syntha 2 adds a 30% battery recharge. So it'll recharge 30% faster, which is actually a good thing. And it'll also increase my range by 10%. So I'm going to add this for 50,000 on that slot. Alright, and that shows you that you have an enhancement. You're not going to see it under loadout. You're only going to see it under enhancement. So the way to undo it is to go to enhancements, and you see that it's there, and then you just unmount it and you get your 50 grand back. So it's pretty straightforward. You're not actually selling, you're not selling it back at a lower cost. So this guy's, you can see my range increased by 10% in the green there. This guy has some enhancements too. There's a huge list of these enhancements. I kind of wanted, I think there's one on the bottom. Is it this one? Yeah, it does 30% extra shield damage. Let me see what else. EMP damage. I don't really care about accuracy for a heavy weapon. I mean, it's pretty much heat-seeking anyway, so that's kind of a waste. I also don't really want to waste 100 grand just yet, because all my money is pretty much gone. I'm probably going to end up selling these just to make my money back. Yeah, beam weapon, let me sell. I'll keep that. And SBR, I'll probably end up just selling that. There are way better railguns in this game that do a ton more damage, so I'll just, for now, I'll keep it. I don't really need very much with that, but so I'm kind of all stoked out right now. And I should do a pretty darn good amount of damage. I have all plasmas. I put a bunch of perks in plasma before I went and did this, so I'm pretty much maxed out on plasma. I'm not going to go that 2%, so the damage, I'm at 24%, I'll stay at that. So I increased my damage by 24%. Ricochet, I don't really care for this. I mean, it's rare that you're going to fight ships that are very close to each other. I don't know how far away the bounce will go, so I don't really care for this. This increases the rate of fire, which I like. I'll probably continue putting skill points into the rate of fire until it gets to maybe 2% bump, then I'm going to stop. Critical hit I don't really care about, and residual radiation damage, don't really care for that. So these are the two that I'm just going to pump more, or actually I'm done with that. I'm going to just pump more skill points into this, and that should be it. I think I'm pretty much done with these two. I'll see where I go with that. I'm not touching beam weapons. I did not really find them all that useful, unless maybe you go further down the road and you get really powerful beam weapons. I haven't really seen them, so they're kind of a waste. They really mostly attack the shield, but I have enough power to attack shields with my plasma and the heavy hitter, so I'm okay with that. Do I have anything else to buy? Sell? No. Oh, so I did enough missions to where I increased my rep enough to where these guys are no longer neutral, they're green. So they are friendly. So these are all friendly well, not that, but these are all friendly stations to me. So once they become friendly, my rep. So once I'm in the green now, they become allies. And once they become allies, whenever you dock on the station, this is where the licenses come in. So you actually have to be in green to obtain a license from them. So a few of these places have licenses. I think a lot of them have licenses. At Hamilton Shipyard, you get a Trinity State Trooper license. Oh, that's interesting. So, wow, okay, in the free roam in beta, these were 250 grand. So now they dropped these to 25,000, which I guess they balanced it out, so that's not too bad. Basically, this license, you get credits every time you kill one of the ships that belong to any of these factions. So you get an extra 2,500 bucks, which isn't too bad. That's actually not bad. I'm glad they dropped that, because it used to be 250 grand. It was insane. I think we're pretty much done here. Let me see, how much do I need? I need 7,000. I need to go to Trinity, and I need to head over to Trinity and buy that. I want to buy that officer.
Course adjusted.
Just so I can get the prowess. I really would love to get that prowess. That would be kind of the ideal thing.
Yes, sir. Engine set to maximum power.
So, here's my little guy here. He does a ton of damage now. Oh, wait. There's something here. Oh, shoot. Don't need that. Oh, hold on. So, this is the riftway. This green stripe here. I know I haven't used it yet. It's actually pretty cool. You can't, I don't know why they turned this off, but basically they're not on the map, but you can ride them. There are riftways all over this map, or all over the Gemini system. You basically get, if you get close to it, you'll get sucked in, and it's very difficult sometimes to get out of it. You have to really PTE and put all of your power into the engines just to be able to get out of it. Otherwise, it'll just send you all the way to the other side. This riftway that's right in front of me will take you. It goes from about here. This is the end, around to about here. So that's kind of the riftway that we're looking at right now. So you actually have to traverse it manually. It's not, you can actually control the ship, and you have to stay in the riftway. I will do it, but for now, I want to go by that trooper.
Yes, sir. Engine set to
not trooper,
maximum power.
The officer. So I think I should be all set to catch
access elevation, sir.
To catch a prowess, which is it'll save me a ton of money, not having to spend 6.9, 6.8 million, whatever it is. So all these ships are green to me now, which is pretty cool. I'm at, let me see, I'm at 1971. I need to get to about 2,000 or so.
Frequencies are busy.
Alright, so I'm almost there. I'm gonna,
We should check the star chart. New missions are available.
Hydra. Oh boy, Hydra. Yikes. No. No. Wow, he's firing at me already, really? pirates. Yikes. Alright, where's this guy behind me? That's the one. Nope, it's impossible for me to hit it. For me to kill it. Alright, let me see if I can dock on Planet Trinity. Since, now, for whatever reason, there's everybody and their grandmother coming to get me. Let me go around the other side. Wow, they're shooting at me, too. I'm gonna go around the planet, basically. Just so I can dock, because now I'm being really attacked by everybody, so... I'm guessing this landing fee is lower than 4,000 because I'm friendly with them. I have no idea. When I did this off camera, it was 2,000, and when I first did it during the campaign gameplay, it was 4,000. So I don't know. It's very interesting. But it's 2,500 bucks down the drain. Let me get. Is this the guy? Let me see. Yep, trooper strength plus 10. So him, I'm gonna have to hire. So that's the guy. It gives me an extra 10% trooper strength. The rest of these guys, let me see. Power recharge rate, that's not too bad. And it only costs you 2,200 a month. That's fine. This isn't bad either. 15% transporter capacity. But this is the guy that I want. So he gives me an extra 10%. An additional 12% sensor radius, which is okay. And I haven't really been attacked very much by cloaked ships, so... but this guy is the one that I need. I'm guessing... I don't really know the... in terms of the monthly salary, I don't know how this works, because there isn't really a time in this game. Or at least, it's not really noticeable. So I'm at 25% trooper strength. So 15 of it from my perks and another 10. So I'm thinking I should be able to do really well against the Prowess, which is the ship that I really want. Let's see, do these guys have any missions? Yeah, they do. But once I undock from here, it's like 3 or 4 pirates around. As you can see, once you get to, level 18, 19, whatever it is, each mission gives you about, 50, 60 grand. So that's not bad at all. So I can take this ship. I just want to see if one of the ships is going to be a Prowess. Destroy all marked ships. So I'm going to take this on. Hopefully when I undock, let me see what this is. Oh geez, 82,000. Wow. I'm probably going to be able to do it with a little help, maybe. But the other one, I think I should be able to do well. So let me get out of here. I don't really have anything to sell them. These guys don't really... I mean, trading, to be honest, it's really a waste. You don't really make very much. I mean, the difference in price is not really worth it for you to make a ton of money, unless you get maybe a Freightliner and you do this, but you're going to be attacked quite a bit. So shipyard, same as Hamilton. Alright, let's get out of here. Let me see if I can...
Tactical reports of hostiles in the area.
Oh, these are the guys. So, and Hira. What are these guys? Lyra. Okay, that's a nobody ship. And Hira. Lyra. Shanghai. Oh, I should be able to destroy these easily. Alright, so let's have some fun with my nice new weapons. I'm just gonna wait for these guys to come in. These guys should get destroyed. I'm just gonna sit here. I can essentially... Nice shot. Alright, don't worry. I'm coming. Alright, can you maybe
Captain,
fire?
shields are collapsing. Shield emitters failed.
That was weird. I couldn't fire my gun.
Critical damage detected. Back online.
There it
Hull
goes.
breach imminent. Severe damage to outer plating, sir. Captain, shields are collapsing.
Wow, I got my butt kicked.
Engaging automated protocol. All weapons on auto mode.
Alright, my turn now. Good shot.
Hostile target eliminated.
One down. See you later.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, that's my turn now. That was fun, wasn't it? So, yeah. That was basically me kicking ass. I almost died there too. So I don't know why my heavy weapons were not firing. I don't know why. I really don't get why. Let me go and heal up. I'm not paying another 25. Nope, not paying another 2,500 for that.
Executing PTE protocols.
So I had to waste one of my repair nanobots. Kind of ticks me. One of my big nanobots. These things cost 10 grand, so that ticked me off. But I made 60 grand in return. I also made I don't know, good amount of experience. So yeah, I wasn't happy about.
Matching planar alignment now.
Was not happy about. I don't know why I couldn't fire my weapon. It was very annoying. Not happy at all. The Enhancements I could have probably taken, but I just, for whatever reason, I was not able to fire my weapons. Here, sell all. Because I definitely need the money. Troopers, I don't really need. I need to repair my ship. Wait, let me see which ones... Yeah, these three shot. These three didn't. Yeah, I really don't know why. It was not shooting, so... Whatever. It worked. I didn't really notice the difference for this, because I was fighting 3 guys at once, by myself. But... I'm actually pretty good to go. So, let me see the license from Vigo. Same as Hamilton Shipyard, and same price. So that's actually pretty cool. Let me see. Any other missions I can take over? Oh, this is the one. 82 gram. I'm gonna need some help on this one. I need to be level 22. I'm about to get leveled up too. But what I really want to do, probably starting in the next episode, is continue the storyline, because I know I've done a lot off camera, and that was only because I didn't want to have a 20 episode series on me continuing to do freelance missions. This is, that's mostly the free roam portion. My video series, I really wanted to do the main storyline, so that's what this is. But up until now, I did a couple of things that, I I did a bunch of stuff off camera, but I did a few things on camera just so I can be able to continue the main storyline. I definitely needed a new ship, which I got, and I'm really looking forward to continuing the storyline. I need to make my way down. Oh, this guy's green too now. Nice. So is Trier. I want to make my way down to, I guess, Trier or Trier, and open up these hexagons here. And once I do that, I will continue the main storyline. And hopefully I can get my hands on a prowess. I really want a prowess. It's a freaking awesome ship, and I did all that just so I can get a prowess and not have to pay 6.8 million bucks. But for now, let me see if I can kind of take on another one. Is there another little cheat mission? No. Shipyard. This one seems likely that I could do, but I'll probably end up doing it in the next episode. Either that, or I'll just start making my way down here off camera and starting in the next episode. Oh, let me ride the riftway. So there's a riftway, I think it's over here somewhere. So basically,
changing course.
This riftway comes from up here all the way down here. So I'll basically end up somewhere over here riding the riftway. But I did promise you guys I'll ride the riftway. So in this episode, so let's go ahead and ride the riftway. Should be somewhere around here. Okay,
rerouting all
go
power to engines.
Should be around here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it, and then I'll ride it. Let's see. There it is. All right. So let me take that off. I need to go this way, right? Yes. Alright, so I need to enter the riftway going to my left. I'm hoping not to end up over here. That's my goal. But yeah, I'll end the episode riding the riftway. Oh, there's another guy fighting down there. So you kind of have to point your ship in that direction just to make sure you're going in the right direction. And that is where I need to go. So let me enter the riftway. It's got a very, very strong gravitational pull. And again, some people have found it very difficult to get out of it. You really have to put all of your energy into the propulsion.
Communications report heavy long-range chatter. New missions are available.
To get out of it. But for now, we're just gonna PTE into it, and here we go. It's a very fast... And I am controlling my ship here, so... Yeah, look at that. In about 2 seconds, I made it over here, so... It's gonna end up... I'm gonna end up somewhere around here. I'll probably make my way down to Dosair. But, it's really cool, and yeah, it's taxing on the... Whoa, heads up. It's taxing on the GPU. So, here's where I ended up. I need to go to Dosair. Again, it's very taxing on the GPU for whatever reason. I think they're looking to patch it or make it a little better. I'm not sure. Wow, so you get 100 grand for level 26. Wow. I'm not touching that. 29. Oh, wait. Scan the marked anomaly. See, I don't like these that give you minus 30 rep. That's not good. So... Oh, wait. There's Dosair now.
New waypoint confirmed.
Let me go and dock on this here, actually. Let me see how far away this thing is. I was gonna scan it, just...
Frequencies are busy. New missions are offered.
just to get a little bit of free XP. And I don't think I scanned this before, so... Oh wait, my scanning should be... Oh, still 300? I thought I had a better ship. I don't think I scanned the engine dampener. I think with all of these scans that you do in this game, you can sell that information to research stations, and I think you get to make that money somehow that way. I have not been able to... Well, I haven't really tried docking at any of the energy, at the research stations, so... 298, there we go. That should be 300. Scan that. So I'm not sure how the selling of this information works with the research stations.
Done. Scanning results transferred to our database.
Yeah, again, I have no idea how that works. Oh, there's another one here.
Executing PTE protocols.
Let's go in the middle and see what that is. Shield dampener, that's another one. So again, actually, let me see something. Gas collector, remote research center. I don't think you can dock on this, and I'm not sure how you can sell that information to them. Let me scan this guy, and then let me see if I can do something with that research station. Just out of curiosity. Reduces shield effectiveness. Oh, that's interesting.
Scanning done. We have the info we need.
Okay. Now let me head on over to the research center.
Affirmative. Setting course.
You're supposed to be able.
Rerouting all power to engines.
You're supposed to be able to sell this information to them somehow, but I don't know how it works. Okay, but I don't know how to sell them anything. I can't dock to it, clearly. I mean, again, I think you can sort of take it over if you send enough troops to them, but I really don't know what to do with these. You're supposed to be... I mean, if you guys know, you can let me know. But you're supposed to kind of be able to sell that information to these research centers, I guess, but I have no idea how that works. There's no way for me to do anything here. I can't anchor to them, so I don't know. So much for that. Let's get going to Dosair.
Setting course. Rerouting all power to engines.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, if you guys, again, if you know, just let me know. Let me know in the comment section, because otherwise I have absolutely no idea. At least, you know, that's what I read on the wiki, that you can just sell that information to them. And I'm not sure if yours disappears, well, you know, if it's a one-shot deal, meaning you can't sell that information anywhere else once you do it. But for now, dock out those there. Let me see if there are any more enhancements for my plasma weapon. And also if I can buy a couple more of these repair bots, because I was forced to
Frequencies are busy. New missions are offered.
I was forced to spend one. And these cost 10 grand. Oh.
Enemy in sensor range.
What is this guy? Pegasus. I have not gotten a Pegasus yet. You know what? Let me just dock here. Let them fight it out, and once I undock from Dosair, I can essentially pick up the remnants of that ship. Alright, there we are. So, do I have anything? Nope, nothing to sell. Oh, they have licenses too. Gemini Specialist. Ah, crap. Back to 250 grand. Damn it. Rearm and repair free of charge. You know what? I mean, it would take a long time for you to make up that 250 grand. To rearm and repair. Yeah, well, I'm okay here, but I mean, you're basically spending maybe 1,000 credits. If you're in heavy battles, so I don't know. That's you're gonna have to go through about 200 or so battles before you make up that 250 grand. So that license is definitely not worth it. Alright, so I'm here. I'll probably make my way down to Trier, and starting in the next episode, I'll make my way to the main mission area and continue the storyline. Finally got a new ship. About time. Took many hours of gameplay, actually. I think I'm at 15 or 16 or something. Doing just a lot of freelance, a lot of salvaging derelicts for money. So, you know, obviously taking ships over, and probably made I don't know, 300 or 400 or 500,000 credits just taking over the little ships, stripping them of their weapons and all that. Ah, that's what I want. Such a beautiful ship, man. So these guys basically have heavy batteries on either side. So I'm gonna end up putting. And it's got 15 on the front too. And this thing has 5 front cannons. Oh, I want this so bad. And it's got a cloaking field too, so I can cloak with it. So that's my little ship that I want to take over. Can't afford it yet. But well, and check out the battery energy. It's 100, so it's almost twice as good as mine. So these actually, with the enhancements, I should kick ass with this ship. Oh, but I'm gonna end up spending just a crap load of money on the turrets, just adding all the turrets. But yeah, so that's the ship I want to get eventually. Let's see, what else can we do here? I'm still good on that. I have not tried to take anybody over. And I think that should do it. Where am I on this? Ah, 900 away. Okay. So that's it. That's it, guys, for this episode. I'm going to cut it out here. So, we finally got a new ship. Probably starting in the next episode, most definitely, I'll try to continue the storyline. I'll make my way over to the main mission area and continue the main story. I have finally got a new ship. It's actually pretty good. I was able to take on 3 ships by myself, and I was almost dead, but I was able to destroy them pretty easily once I once my weapon started firing. So as you can see, it's getting really fun and really interesting, and hopefully you guys enjoy this series. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Merlin1977. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.